The stimulus bill is 5,593 pages long. It's, we get $600 per adult and per child. So $600 per adult per child, and it provides an extension of enhanced unemployment insurance benefits for up to $300 per week and lengthens the maximum number of weeks. The package includes $25 billion in rental assistance and extends a ban on evictions that was scheduled to expire at the end of January to address the increasing number of those with food insecurity. $13 billion was added to the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. Food stamps, $13 billion for food stamps. So this is a $900 billion package. There's supposed to be like a $2 trillion government package that they're working on. $10 billion is going for a loan that's a gift to the USPS, the post office. $170 billion is going for the $600 checks. $300 billion is going for the government payroll loans, which is a gift. The PPP program, so actually the corporations got $300 billion and the people got $170 billion. $15 billion is going for live venues, people who generally do concerts and shit but can't, so now they get a bailout. $20 billion for targeted disaster grants, $300 a week for unemployment, money for businesses and schools and governments and healthcare providers, and renters facing eviction. That's interesting. I wonder how many. Extends a ban on evictions, but there's some money for $25 billion for rental assistance. So that's the stimulus. Okay, so they voted, Rashida Tlaib and Tulsi Gabbard voted against this. AOC is going to call this a hostage-taking bill. She says that this isn't governance, this is hostage-taking, which means that AOC voted for the hostage-taking bill, because if only Rashida Tlaib and Tulsi Gabbard voted against it, then that means AOC criticized it, kind of gaslighting, right? Unless she was talking about that $2 trillion bill. Because she said, okay, we just got this $5,000, or this 5,000-page legislation, and we got a few hours to read it, to vote on it. We have no idea what the fuck is in this 5,593-page legislation. You know there's going to be a bunch of shit, a bunch of dog shit. You know it. And there's $500 million we know for Israel. We found, they've read that. There's also, money for the Navy and Air Force and the Space Force, too. We just gave, the military-industrial complex $740 billion, but apparently they need to take, another $10 billion more for weapons for Israel to oppress the Palestinians. Weren't they just fucking killing Palestinians? That's just to show Joe Biden, that Israel is boss. Israel's boss. They did the same shit to Obama, right? Right before Obama got in, they started, fucking killing Palestinians. So, that shit might start any fucking day now. So, the stimulus, there's Bernie Sanders.
Yes, at a time when climate change, yes, climate change is real. At a time when climate change threatens the entire planet.
California homeowners, if you have a power meter like this on the side of your house, you can fall.
Hundreds of billions of dollars in corporate welfare to the oil companies and the gas companies and the coal companies who are exacerbating the climate crisis. Yes, just the other day, here in the Senate and in the House, legislation was passed which would provide $740 billion to the military, the largest military budget in history, more than the next 10 nations combined. We spend more on the military than the next 10 nations combined. So we could do all of those things. Tax breaks for billionaires, massive corporate welfare, huge military expenditures. But in the midst of the worst economic meltdown since the Great Depression, somehow Congress is unable to respond effectively to the needs of working families. Madam President, as a result of the pandemic, the government told restaurants and bars, retail stores, movie theaters, schools, malls, small businesses all over this country, shut your doors. It is too dangerous for you to be open now. And they did that because that is what the public health experts said was the right thing to do in order to control this horrific pandemic.
Fascinating stuff.